strength, my delivery, everything comes from that. And I know the enemy is set up to make that happen. He will do anything. He will comfort you to do it. I mean, he'll do anything, right? To get you out of bounds from anything that you could deem that's impossible is impossible to you. That's why David said, though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. He only said that because he had been there before. Remember when Saul was chasing him, trying to kill him at 17 years old, and he had to go live in the cave? Remember that class I did? Sometimes
he ain't gotta go live in the cave. Suckers in the castle.
Suckers in the castle, man. You know? That thing there is strong, man.
Yeah, I'm in the cave.
Yeah.
I resonated a lot with my situation.
I'm serious, man.
I can't let my condition I can't let it change, let it define me.
You can't let it affect your position. Your position.
You can't let my condition change my position as a man.
That's right. That's right. And when it all comes down to it, if I could define the remnant, that's what it would be defined by. I'm outside of obedience and submission, but it will be defined as I live a human life. What is life to you? I'm not allowing anything to change my disposition before God. Everything else is secondary. My woman, my mama, my children, my friends, my livelihood, my body. And if you go read our history book, you can see it being played out in so many scenarios in our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And the most severe is the oldest writing. They say the oldest sacred writing is the book of Job. That is the most severe. I think that he like the standard that was left there. If you in your human mind, you would never be able to understand that. You'd never be able to understand that.
I think you went through the most tests you've seen as far as ancestors.
Yeah. But some of our ancestors really faced death back. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't die. But I'm saying as far as every human emotion was attacked and allowed to be attacked. The greatest attachment that you can imagine for a man, he had to face that. And then he said, that somebody, he alludes to the fact that my pen got a ready writer, like so that people would always understand what I went through. There's something that he says like that in the scripture, man. And he got his desire because we can all reflect back on that. But this was really, this was that eternal battle, because how prevalent the enemy was involved in that and how much he allowed us to see in that spiritual realm is so prevalent. You know what I'm saying? And that right there keeps me grounded. Job's story alone. Now many of our other patriarchs too, but that story alone keeps me grounded.
Notice the verse, though he slays me.
Yeah, well, I trust him. I'll maintain my own ways before him. All right? So I always felt, because I'm going to tell you, man, I ain't in competition with nobody but my ancestors. I'm not going to let them outdo me, man. We ain't going to be in eternity talking about this, that, and the other. And they talk, I'm over here talking about how the Lord delivered me from a splinter in my toe. And Daniel up here talking about, there was a few lines that I went in there. I was willing to die for it or whatever. And God delivered me from it, but it didn't matter. Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego in the background said, well, we told the king, even if he don't deliver us, we still won't die. Right? And I'm like, he delivered me from it. No, bro, that ain't gonna be my story.
Right.
I'm gonna be
Make sure that belief is up here.
Hey, man, I will not be manipulated.
Well, we ready for that Washington State now. We ready.
That's a nice little leap of faith right there.
Yeah. For Washington?
Yeah.
Listen, I was telling D, I was like, man, you know me, I love the remnant and I want to do whatever I can do extra and all that. But then God be like, well, don't get out of bounds with me. You gotta let me work with everybody the same way I work with you, son. You know, if I require you to make moves and steps, I mean, look at you. You left LA, you came to Seattle, you didn't even have a place to go. You know what I'm saying? But you went to the fight with your brother because you believed that I had called you there, right? And you just believe as you teach. Well, you're going to have to add to me because I'm going to make it happen. So I went to my partner Daryl Bell's house, one of my good friends when I was younger to this day. Stayed there for a couple of days. It ended up happening. I was looking for a place in Seattle. They weren't trying to mess with me, having a record and everything. I said, I got the money. Yeah, but that record, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was tripping off me, man.
Credit checks like that too.
They couldn't pay me now. I know too many people now, right? I mean, it wouldn't. They don't want them kind of smoke now, but when I first came up there, I didn't know, I wouldn't dug in like that. But I was like, okay, Lord, it's all good, And God goes there for a window. So my brother's house was going into foreclosure, him and his wife, She couldn't take care of it. So we ended up buying the house with her deed, got the house from her and took over his payments, gave her $10,000, and now we got, we've been having a place that's, a townhouse, it's cool, it's a house with upstairs, downstairs, and it's a mortgage payment of, we pay $1,100 a month for a house. That's the blessing. I'm not trying to move nowhere quick to get myself in any. God would like to move first because I don't. That's a good overhead for me. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Because they got people out there paying $3,000 for 2 bedrooms and stuff. Right? That would be a blessing. All right, how are you?
Everything good? What about you, man? You go to the cruise ship?
Yeah.
I gotta have surgery
No, I don't know. You go to the cruise ship?
For what?
February. Got a pitch nerve in my neck when
No,
I got
I
an
don't know. It's
accident
more
2 years
more
ago.
than people that stay here.
So I'm gonna go off
You're
on
staying
leave
here?
from the job. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Oh, you are with your family.
But that 3
No, I'm
months
saying
while I was
also
on that
people
leave,
that stay here because
be out there.
But how long the surgery?
Yeah, I gotta get the infusion. Yeah. Okay.
Stay here.
So
All it's the same for all the hotels.
I'm glad that, like, the timing of it is like, why we went through that? Now I can get that 3 months off. Now I can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And within that 3 months, hey, I resign. You know what I'm saying?
The what? Water?
Yeah, so,
That's all this right here. I got to fill this out. Factor for my job. For the job, for my leave of absence. So, I'm just going to, I'm just going to it.
I was just saying, you've been calling Tommy all this time, putting the H in it, it's really Tommy. I didn't even know.
Tommy told us Tommy. I'm sorry. I thought he said told us Tommy.
It's Tommy, yeah, Tommy.
Your H.
Yeah, you said
I didn't start that.
Yeah, you said it sounds. What you said? Malaysian. You said it sounds Malaysian. I remember that live, but it's actually Tommy. Tommy, yeah.
You didn't have his name, honey? You just want to rename?
Can I just nickname you Tommy?
That's fine. That's fine. It's not what you said. It's that you said it.
What's going on?
So I got the whole family. Got the moms, children, got the whole
This is incredible.
man.
Incredible, man. I said, I'll save you in your household, baby.
Huh?
He said, I'll save you in your household.
Yeah.
That's a promise.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might get back together.
Huh?
We might get back together. I don't know. See.
Hey, nah, use your fan. She blushing a little bit. Use your fan. She's blushing.
You gotta take her on a date out to Miami. Because you go ahead, man.
Oh, we got to talk.
It's powerful, man. The most I can do anything.
Yeah, 'cause, woo, you going through it. I never thought taking a trip to Miami. Woo. I I never thought this day would.
But if you think about it like this, Eddie, you are who you always were supposed to be, man. You are who you were always supposed to be. Another person, that wasn't.
The things are different from your rest. It's different now.
No, I'm saying as far as relationship, mending of relationships, or because of that culture takes over, the inheritance takes over, the Most High takes over, blessings and all those things take over naturally. I really, I was talking to Tommy today, and I was like, man, to really think our people all over the world